Okay, so hello everyone. Um, Today I was supposed to start working on the game prototype, but I realized that I completely forgot that I need one more thing from the physics engine, and I have no idea how to do it. So today I will be trying to figure out how friction with the ground works in the LÖVE physics engine. I did play around with it off stream for a while, so I know some of it, but I still didn't manage to figure all of it out, so I will be trying to figure out how this works on stream. Yeah, so on Friday I got to the point where I have a ball that's trying to go down, bounces off the boundaries, can jump upwards but only if we're touching the ground. I can't jump if I'm in the air. I have a platform at which I can stop. I could create more of those, but no point really right now. Okay. So what I actually need is no gravity at all, and being able to move around the floor and have friction between the ball and the floor, where the floor is obviously the surface behind, so we're gonna have a view from above. So first of all, I need to get rid of gravity. Yep, that's cool, except I can't move up and down because the ball doesn't allow me to. So we're gonna change the ball to work with all three directions. So also down, up. I may change this to 10,000 so we can move a bit faster. Here. Okay. Yep, now we can move in all directions. That's better. That's much better. Yep, cool. Maybe it moves slightly too fast. Yep, cool. Second of all, I don't need that platform. So let's delete it. Now to be able to see whether it's stopping from friction, is now it seems to be going at constant speed between boundaries, but when it bounces it loses velocity because of the restitution. So I'm gonna set restitution to 1. Oh. Yep, now it shouldn't stop at all. It's gonna be just bouncing like this. Now if it bounces to the sides, I think by default on collision we will have friction between bodies, and that's why it stops. Which I mean, that's fine. It's not a huge problem. Yeah, but if it's going up and down and left, right, it doesn't bounce off the walls. It seems to be not stopping at all, so this is fine. Okay. Let me delete this. We don't need it anymore. You can actually delete the callbacks as well, because we're not gonna need that anymore. What else do we not need? Platform. I mean, well, let's keep it for now. Okay, so I'm gonna need a new body that represents the floor. And this is gonna be purple bottom wall. They're no longer ground and ceiling anymore. And we're gonna have floor. And obviously this should take the world, because it's a body inside that world. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna have, as usual, body and shape. So self body is going to have body is going to be new body that is inside the world and in the middle of the screen. I think love body, I love physics. Get width, physics, get height. Gonna have a shape. Obviously a rectangle. And this is going to have the same size as the screen. And now we need a fixture as well, as usual. Okay, now if I run it, oh, it's not actually breaking. Cool. Because I didn't add it to the world. So if I actually add it to the world, typo, yeah, notice that. Not physics, graphics. Picture. Wow, it's really going badly today. Yeah, it's gonna break because it collides with the floor and it tries to get outside of the floor. It fails because of the boundary, which is infinite. Is it infinite? No, I don't think it's infinite, but it breaks basically. So what I need now is this needs a floor as well, so we can have a friction joint which will stop the collisions and should apply friction between the two, but I didn't manage to make it work yet, so we're gonna try to figure it out. So this takes world and a floor. Touches ground is not needed anymore. This is not really needed anymore either, but let's keep it for now. Self joint floor joint equals new LÖVE physics new friction joint. And that takes floor, self body, XY, and by default it's going to prevent collisions. Objects. Yeah, so now it doesn't collide with the floor, but it also doesn't apply friction still. It's gonna be bouncing forever. Is it gonna be bouncing forever? Yeah, it seems to not be slowing down, so... And now, the problem is, I have no idea how to actually set, like, the friction coefficient. So this is kind of bad. Friction joint, yeah. There we go. This creates a friction joint, unless I'm misunderstanding something. Huh. What's the plugin? It's you mean this thing on the bottom? That's Airline. Yeah, airline. Also, what? Trying to figure out what on the screen shows that I'm Polish. Ha! I have no idea. Or is it something on Reddit that I wrote? Whatever. But yeah, that's airline. And the entire status bar below the editor is airline. Okay, so back to the friction joint. Maybe I should check what's the maximum force right now. So print self floor joint. No, it's fine. Feel free to ask any questions. The reason I stream is so that if I didn't want to answer any questions, I wouldn't be streaming. I would be coding by myself. So if you have any questions, feel free to ask. Or like if you think I'm doing something wrong. Yeah. Floor joint. So maybe it's just that the maximum force is set to be 0. And that's why it doesn't... Yeah, that's it. If we set it to something higher... floors to be 5,000. It doesn't move now because it's the same as. Ah, it slows down. Awesome. Oh. Wait, does it say that? I don't even look at it anymore. It's possible. Ah, on the bottom. Yeah, you're right. It does. Yeah, I mean, it's not a huge secret, so it doesn't really matter. Yeah, okay. It seems to be applying friction to it. It slows down in the middle as well. Awesome. Oh. Figured it out. Whoa. Okay. Okay. Also, by the way, thanks for the follow. Green gum. So, what do I do now? Figure out how to do friction. So I actually could start prototyping the game. Although it would be nice if I figured out how to do a distance joint as well, because that's something I may need. Yeah, let's have two balls and oh, wait. No, wait, not distance joint but a rope joint, so that it sets the maximum distance between two bodies. Because distance joint makes it constant. Yeah. But that would mean that I need to delete the boundaries. And then all the drawings should take some kind of camera. Yeah. Get rid of all the floors, all the walls. Whoa, back here. Oh, don't do it to me. Shit. Thank you for the follow, FM Mayor. If you want to know, I'm streaming every week, so from 10 PM. I try to do it every Friday, Saturday, Sunday. But if you want to be notified when I'm going online, you can follow me. You click the button, you click the follow button below the stream. But you need to be logged into Twitch in order to do that, and you're gonna get an email every single time I go online if you follow me. Plus, it supports the stream. You know, more followers, always nice. Okay, I guess I'm ready to actually start prototyping the game. So funny thing is, the game actually will be called the prototype. I should probably copy some of the files from here into here and delete the unnecessary objects. Actually all of them. The libraries stay the same. And here I delete all of the stuff that I don't need. Okay. And I can go, well, I can go to the folder. If I run it now, index all, don't try anything. Yep, awesome. So what I need now, I'm going to start with the floor. So maybe first of all I'm going to explain what this game is supposed to be. So the main objective of the game is to escape. Because you're going to be controlling a creature which was created as an experiment, but gained consciousness and is trying to escape a lab. There will be a few different characters with different characteristics. So there will be characters that don't take, that only can take distance damage, but they also take damage when they move. There will be characters that can absorb things from the surroundings to get HP. Basically, they're gonna try. Everything around you is going to be trying to kill you or at least stop you, and you have to do everything to survive to get to floors above you, because you're deep in the basement. First floors are gonna be easier because no one assumes that you're gonna get outside of your box, and so there's only gonna be like scientists on the first 2 or 3 floors. Then it's gonna get more and more difficult the higher you go, because there's gonna be more and more security and more things that are trying to kill you. So basically like a roguelike, and everything is going to be procedurally generated. The floors, the pickups, everything is going to be random every single time. So it's going to be different every time you play it. So what I'm going to do first is have some kind of floor, so I can see how I'm moving, because obviously the camera is going to be following the player. So I can't just have black background. I need to know how I'm moving. So I'm going to start with implementing the floor, which is going to be white and gray tiles. I was supposed to restart Vim. Yeah. Floor of one. I'm still using all the same libraries as usual, so middle class for all the classes, gain state for different gain states, obviously. Although right now I'm gonna just stick to the middle class, no gain state for now. And yeah, I will be using physics in Lua framework and the LÖVE framework a lot. That's why I've been trying to figure out how it all works, because I guess it's gonna be faster to like just use a ready physics engine instead of implementing all the instead of implementing everything myself from scratch, especially that someone already has done it, so why would I rediscover the wheel? So we're gonna have a floor, and that's gonna be a new class. That's gonna take a world. Yeah. Although, do I want width and height? Probably do. Yeah, because of the friction, I probably want the size of it as well. So first of all, as with everything in the body, it's gonna be anchored at 0, 0 point. And this is static, but that's the default value, so nothing we have to check. Yay, Lua! Such a great language. Yeah, I kind of like it, although I only started programming in it like a week or two ago. I really like it so far. Obviously, it's not. It probably wouldn't be good enough for any more complicated projects, but for like quick gains or some prototyping, it's actually kind of fun. Body shape. Yeah. What am I doing today? New body. LÖVE physics new rectangle shape, and that's gonna have the width and height I specified, and self fixture. That combines the two. No update here, but we want to be able to draw it. Well, you know, I've been programming in different languages for well over 10 years now. So for me, learning a new basics of a new language like Lua is like a weekend. But that's because they're all so similar inside, it's just different syntax. No code completion. I am trying to learn the habit of pressing Ctrl-N in Vim, but I never can get myself to do it. I don't know, just typing it is faster for me usually than pressing Ctrl-N all the time. Unless you know any good IDEs for Lua that can do it automatically for me, and I would be more than happy to try it out. Although if it doesn't have any Vim bindings, I'm probably gonna struggle a lot with learning it. It's just kind of in my fingers by now. Draw. That should probably take some camera. Camera body. Oh. So we're gonna have a start X and a start Y. And this is gonna be the middle of the screen. So actually this should be a center X and a center Y. So start X is going to be CX minus half of the screen size. So love graphics get width, and the same for Y. Get height. Yeah, definitely. If it's your first language, then yeah, you're not just learning a language itself, but all of the ideas of programming. Well, it's difficult to learn the programming ideas. I'm not a huge fan of Sublime Text. I don't know why. I tried it a few times and I can't get myself to use it. And as for the learning the Lua thing, if it's your first language, like I said, you're not just learning the language and just the syntax, but all of the things around it. What are loops? What are conditionals and functions? It may be more difficult than just learning the syntax of a new language. Good news is, once you learn this one, every next one is gonna get easier and easier, because like I said, inside most of the popular languages are the same, are based on the same ideas, same structures. So it's gonna get a lot easier the more languages you know. Like I said, now after 10 years and learning 10 or 15 different languages, getting a grasp of a new one is a weekend. And not that I'm bragging, but probably most of the programmers that are doing it for a few years have the capability of learning basics of a new language in a weekend. It's really not that difficult once you know so many of them. Well, the thing with Vim is that you hate it at first. I tried like 5 or 6 times starting to learn it, but once you learn it, once you get into the habit, once it gets into your hands to use everything, then it's kind of difficult to switch to anything else. I mean, for Java or C++, I use IDEs, obviously. It's too difficult to just write in Vim any bigger projects. But I still install some plugin so that I have Vim bindings. Unfortunately, none of them is perfect, and some of the things that I do all the time in Vim I can't do with those plugins, like the visual block change. I can do this in Vim, I wouldn't be able to do it in IntelliJ with the Vim bindings it has. Jamchris1, no problem. If you have any questions, just ask, and I'll be more than happy to try to answer them. Okay, so we have a starting X and a starting Y. We're gonna have a grid, basically like a checkerboard. It could be infinite, except the body is. Just the body will be finite, but the board itself, for now, the floor itself, for now, could be infinite. Yeah, Rolzer, it is very steep. Text editors. I guess you've probably seen that one. So yeah, it's very steep. I agree. it takes forever to learn it. But once you learn it, it's very difficult to get to anything else, to get yourself to use anything else. Okay, we have a starting X and a starting Y. I think I implemented that before. Yeah, I still don't know how to use Emacs, so yeah. So actually what I want here, center CX minus LÖVE graphics LÖVE graphics get width divided by 2 divided by 64. 64 is going to be the size of the tile. JamChris1, thanks for the follow. Anyone, if I am streaming every weekend, if you want to be notified when I go live, you can click the follow button below the stream, and it's going to send you an email every time I go live. But you have to be signed up to Twitch to be able to do that. So we're gonna have the SX and SY. Start X, start Y is gonna be CY minus LÖVE graphics. Get height. Well, I should probably use some more understandable names than just CY and CX. Hello, Mac Manolo. Yeah. Well, that's my choice of a language for the prototype. Final thing is not going to be made in Lua. But I'm not sure whether it's going to be made at all. For now, I'm just focused on the prototype, and Lua, I think, is a good choice for making a prototype of a game like this. X camera, Y camera, start X, start Y, X camera, Y camera. Emacs is a great operating system. Very poor text editor. I've heard that one before. So we're gonna have the starts. X first. X start and Y start. So that's gonna be the starting point where I'm gonna start drawing. And that's going to be the middle of the screen. Yeah, that's going to be the index of the tile. That's in the left-hand side top corner of the screen. So we get divided by 64 and then floor of that, and that gives us the coordinate on the floor of the tile, not just the coordinate of the screen. Then ending coordinates are going to be similar. except we're gonna add half of the screen and have a ceiling. Yeah, it runs down to the nearest integer. That's what floor does, basically. Yeah, if it was a very high floating point number, then it doesn't necessarily, it's not guaranteed to give you the very closest number, because the higher you go, the fewer numbers a float can represent. But here we're dealing with numbers up to 1,000, so yes, floor is gonna give you the highest integer below the number you provided, and ceiling does the opposite, it rounds up to the nearest integer. Get height 64. Mac1Olo, thank you for the follow. We're getting many of those today. It's nice. Yeah, thank you all of you for coming today and hang around. Even if you're lurking, but even more if you're trying to be active in chat. I hope you enjoy the show. So this is going to give us the left the coordinate for the left hand side, top left hand side point on the screen. The United Waffles, thank you very much for the follow. I prefer pancakes though, sorry. And now we're gonna go network error. Well, Jump Chris, I got like 5 emails saying that you followed. So I have no idea what's going on. Like literally, like 5 of them. United Waffles, 2 of them. So yeah, I believe there may be some problems with Twitch may be having some problems, I don't know. It's definitely not on my side because, well, it's Twitch. This time I'm 100% sure it's not my fault. Okay, xstart. So that's gonna go from xstart to xend, inclusive, 1 by 1. And then we're gonna have another one of those inside. I click the follow button, but it won't follow. Well, I get the emails all the time, so I assume that it did follow. Yeah, I mean, if it's on Twitch, the entire follow system is on Twitch. It has nothing to do with my computer and my setup. So now a nice trick. if x plus y modulo 1 is 0, then we're gonna have one color, then another, otherwise another color. And that's going to give us the nice checkerboard pattern. But now I can spam your email forever. Yeah, you could. Although I would prefer for my spam filter not to pick up on the fact that you're spamming me, because I actually want to get notifications that people follow my channel. And if they all go to my spam folder, that's not gonna be very nice. So we're gonna fill the rectangle, and it's gonna go from the X times 64 plus X shift, and Y times 64 plus Y shift. The Y shift is the point, is how much I can shift, how much I have to shift everything from the middle of the screen. Everything mod 1. Yes, because it's mod 2. Thank you. Sorry, that was such a stupid mistake. Mod 2. You're right. And now we're gonna have board. We're gonna have to create the board first. Not here. Objects floor equals floor. Inside the world with the width 10,000, height 10,000. And we need to require floor. Objects, floor. Yeah, offset. Yeah, that's what I mean when I say shift. Words. If you've been hanging around for long enough today, you know that English is not my first language. Her lack of comments makes me cringe. Sorry. I don't want to be spending. I'm streaming right now, so instead of writing down everything I'm doing, I'd rather explain it in words. I'm not getting that much code written every single day, and I'll probably sit down off stream trying to fix it up anyway. Sorry. Plus, I am not a software engineer. Yeah, that's a great comment. Draw, and we want a camera. That needs to be a body. So we're gonna have some objects, camera. I'm gonna refactor that in a moment. Yeah, I mean, that's just prototyping, and I will be probably working on the code outside of stream as well, refactoring all of that. It's really difficult to focus when you're streaming on like good programming practices and things that are obvious when you code off stream. Suddenly become a thing that you have to be always aware of. It's difficult to code on stream, really. So I'm gonna have a new body inside the world. New body, and that's gonna be inside the world, and it's gonna be at the point 00. Camera body. That's fine. It's fine. I don't mind really. I mean, if you don't like the way I code, no one forces you to watch me, right? Watch me do it. I didn't do that. X objects camera body. X center. Where do I use X center? Here, X camera. Yeah, I'm gonna cry now. Yeah, cool. Checkers. I'm pretty sure LÖVE is cross-platform, but I don't know if they can be made into iPhone games. Not building LÖVE. Game distribution. Windows executable. Mobile distribution. Yeah, there is an experimental project to run LÖVE games natively on Android phones. Do you punch? Yeah, comment punch back. Well, there may be Lua interpreters, but the framework itself seems like the official support is just for PCs, although it's Windows, Linux, and Macs. And mobile distribution is still experimental and just for Android. Okay, now let's have the camera actually move around. So I'm gonna have a camera object. So, Unholy Cyclone, especially for you. Is that better? See ya, United Waffles. Thanks for coming. Yeah, you're doing an amazing job interrupting me. I'm trying to interact with chat, but it's getting difficult to code. Yeah, here's your comments, Unholy. So that should create a new body. We don't actually need a shape for this. We actually don't want a shape, because otherwise it would be colliding with everything around. And this way, you're just gonna have something that can move around without actually colliding with anything, I think. And we can update it with DT. Yep, looking forward to you coming back, United Waffles. Camera update, and that, let's leave it like this for now. objects camera equals camera world 0, 0. And this should work. Awesome. Relative number. I am aware of this, I just don't like it so much. I mean, for people who have no idea what this does, it just sets the numbers on your screen relative to where you are. It doesn't actually show the line numbers as they are, just like offsets. I don't know how to set it back. What? What do you mean, what? Why do I not like it? Because I can't see line numbers. If Lua gives me an error, it gives me a line number, and I can't see where it is. I have to like go around and look for that line. Yeah, you're doing even better. You're doing even better interrupting me now. This one. What does this do? Set relative number. Insert enter. What does this do? Okay. I don't know how to set it back now. Okay. The line numbers are in your status. Yeah, I mean, but even if I have relative number, it shows me the number of the current line, but I can't see. I can't see at a glance where is the line number that I'm looking for. So yeah, I prefer this. I mean, yeah, you definitely need to feed your mice. Well, yes, it definitely has advantages having the relative numbers, especially that in Vim, like you can have things like 5J. No relative number doesn't work. It actually the thing with bang at the end works. Yeah, I don't know. I prefer this. Maybe at some point I'm gonna switch. So now we're gonna have the movements. I'm getting emails. ZG, thank you for the follow. I don't think I'm getting all the emails about the follows. Don't give me Vim settings to change. I like my settings. You need one of those things that pop up new followers on your stream. Yeah, the thing is, it's literally the first time I have more than 6 viewers at the same time. So I literally didn't expect so many people today. Thank you all of you for showing up. However, now that I have so many followers and more viewers today, I may try to figure out something for next week. Dreezy523, thank you for the follow. CHM Chris with music and dancing babies. Yeah, definitely dancing babies. That's what we need. If you're happy, then don't bother changing. I mean, I many things that I have in my settings are something that I hated at first, but after a while I got used to them because they're nice and actually more useful, and then I just can't switch back. That's actually why I'm using Vim in the first place, because I'm just so used to it that it's difficult for me to code in anything else. Like, I can't make myself use arrows anymore. Pipe. What do you mean? You're writing a new line which has 4 spaces, then you hit backspace. I'm not sure what you mean. How do you know my hands are delicate? You're assuming too much. Although, speaking of the camera, today is also the first day I have my camera off, so it may be that my face was scaring everyone off. It may be that. So let's go easy on the camera idea for now. Plus, even if my hands are nice and delicate, my keyboard is just terrible. Yeah. On Reddit, someone once asked a question. A dozen? There's definitely more than a dozen of you trying to tell me what to do right now. It feels like that. It feels like more than a dozen. I'm losing focus all the time. Okay, what I need right now is how do I apply an impulse? Physics. Body. Apply linear impulse. Apply linear. Apply force, I think. Have you considered using Emacs in Linux for programming C++ using SDL? Because obviously you should. Yeah, definitely. I mean, I like SDL. I don't like C++. Although for the things I do on day-to-day basis, I'm kind of forced to use both C++ and MATLAB, which are literally like my 2 least favorite programming languages of all time. I need a Clippy plugin for Sublime Text. I need a Clippy plugin for Vim. I've been watching Handmade Hero and it's something I want. I feel broken for wanting that. Wanting what? Who said Emacs? Blasphemy, Vim is superior. Definitely. Team Vim. Yeah, it seems like your tablet is doing pretty well even on 0. United Waffles. Apply force. The left. So minus 1000, 0. Here, 1000, 0. 0, minus 1000. Here, 0, 1000. Whoa, doesn't work. And because I don't have camera update here. If you're trying to help me, you should have noticed that I've written keyboard without an A. Apply force for the expected code number. Wait, what's wrong with applying force like this? Oh, I know. Yep. Colon. Why doesn't it work? Is it because it doesn't have a shape? That would be bad. Okay, Fuzzy Code Monkey, Holpschcray, and Nero Blank, thank you all for the follows. Is it because it doesn't have a shape attached to it? Because it seems like that's the case. Oh, yeah, because it doesn't have a mass, right? So I can't apply anything to it. I can't apply forces to it. Are you a creator of this? Am I a creator of this? No. I'm not. Why do you use Twitch? I don't know. I kind of don't like the flow of YouTube. And since I'm limiting myself for now to game development anyway, I can use Twitch, why not? I mean, it's not against the rules of Twitch to stream game development. It is against the rules to stream any other kind of development that has nothing to do with games. I mean, Twitch has the advantage of being the biggest platform, so I kind of can, if someone wants to watch game development and they go on Twitch, they can see my channel on the list. If I was streaming on something like Daily Motion, I don't kind of get that. So I may get some people from Reddit, but not really anyone from Daily Motion. Yeah, I kind of don't like how YouTube handles the live things. New circle shape of size 0. 1, let's say. It's a cell fixture. doesn't work. So if I want to stream too, but not game development, where should I stream? Well, you can try using Twitch. I mean, for a very small channel, like a development channel, probably shouldn't care. But yeah, a lot of people use YouTube. I just kind of don't like the flow of YouTube streaming. Whoops. Apply. Get classes now. Body get 0. Well, it's definitely cold. I mean, what's wrong with just using Twitch? Something wrong here, and I don't like it. Distraction. What's the point of streaming coding if I don't get distractions from chat? Yeah, I mean, I don't have to be reading the chat. The reason why I have it opened, the reason I'm streaming it all, is that I can interact with people who watch me code, even if they are constantly complaining about me not using, not writing any comments or using an inferior line numbering setting. But it would be nice if someone told me why this doesn't work. This may sound fine. And I wouldn't be looking at chat, so I wouldn't care that you're, or like, notice me senpai. Why doesn't this work? What if I set linear speed? Yeah, obviously. You don't like anything about my Vim settings. Why doesn't it move? Okay, how about someone tells me how it works? Why doesn't this work? Why doesn't the force work? Should I have it this way? No. Should I set it to a higher value? Is that the problem? No. Why do you not use Python? I don't know. Does it really matter that much? I kind of like how coding in Lua feels. Yeah, like I recently learned reusable eggs. Yeah, I should definitely use this. Explore. I'm kind of scared. Oh, yeah, definitely. Although this is superior. What I learned very short time ago is that if you do, for example, D, I, and then a type of a bracket, it's gonna delete the interiors of the bracket that you're in. Lazy boy, thank you for the follow. You can also do D, A, and then a bracket, and it will delete the brackets as well. And you can do any other kind of thing with it. You can do C, I, bracket, and then type something inside. It's very nice. DI and then a type of, and then a bracket, a parentheses or whatever. So if I do DI round bracket, it deletes the interiors of the round brackets I'm inside of. Yeah, any kind of bracket, round bracket, curly brace, square bracket. It does it with basically anything. Quotes as well, yes. So everything that like encloses some part of text. And what's especially nice is that it just doesn't just go to the nearest opening bracket and nearest closing bracket. So like if I did it in here, it wouldn't just delete the close bracket divide 2, it would actually delete the entire the whole interior of this pair of brackets. Bi, yeah, everything that's inside this scope. Yeah, T and F, I know those. Vim registers, I'm trying to learn to use those. I mean, I understand them more or less, but like, yeah, just doesn't want to get in my figure. But guys, focus. How do I make this work? It doesn't work, and I have no idea why. Like, it applies force to the body. Like, why it doesn't change the mass? I have to like update it constantly to have this mass or something. Set mass. Override the calculated mass data. Oh, maybe I should use this. Nope. Still not. Yeah, I've seen that. Yeah, like the thing with Vim is that their learning curve is very steep, but you only need to learn the very basics to start using it. And once they get into your fingers, like your muscle memory, it's difficult to switch back to anything else. And then you just, every once in a while, at least that's how it works for me, every once in a while, I learn about some new small thing. Yeah, why doesn't the camera move around if I set the force on the update? Like, those are definitely called, because I can see the stuff showing up on the console, but it doesn't move the camera. I mean, maybe it does, wait. Maybe it does? No, it doesn't. Zero. Why is the mass 0? Why is the mass constantly 0? Yeah, it does kind of feel weird, especially when you tell to yourself what you're writing. Love physics, love keyboard, love graphics. I don't really love physics. I have mapping set to 5, and I can't really see it. That saves everything and runs LÖVE in the current directory. I don't actually type it, I have a mapping set. Yeah, you can see on the bottom of the screen I have bind LÖVE dot, which means basically run LÖVE in the current directory. And I have this set to 5, so I just press F5 and it runs it. I didn't get any code written in like half an hour. Yeah, Arshni, it's airline, both the line at the top and the lines below every single buffer. That's airline. ZG, please. There is no backtracking here. I know what you're referring to, but there's no backtracking here. I mean, yeah, that's what I tried to do in a second ago. I can do self body set mass to 10, and now if I run it, see, I made it print out the mass right after I change it, and it's 0. I have no idea why it doesn't change it. Does the set mass maybe return something? No, it doesn't. No, it's not that function. Set mass. No. Maybe if let's try doing this. Self body set x This is definitely crude, but maybe, I don't know, maybe this will work. And then I try to figure out how to do it better. Self body get x plus 10 minus 10 1000 times dt. Yeah, now it works, although this is a terrible way to do it. Straight to a property. I don't think I can. Why doesn't it? Maybe it's sleeping and it's awake. No problem, Green Gum. Is initialize actually get called? Yes, it does get called here in line 20. But I'm also sure of it because it actually prints out the things that I said here. So initialize is basically a constructor, so it gets called here in line 20 of main. So like setting x works. Is it because it's trying to collide with the floor? Is it because of that? Okay, I have an idea. We don't actually use those, so if we delete it, no, it still doesn't work. So what I tried to do is to delete the floor entity from the world, so because maybe that was ruining everything, but no, it's not. It's still not working without it, with it commented out. Yeah. I mean the mass thing is weird. Especially that, like, it should calculate the mass from the shapes, but if I have it like this, it's still 0. Am I forgetting something? Fixed it. If a body is supposed to be moving inside the simulation, it has to have the dynamic thing set. If it doesn't, it won't move. So that's why it wasn't moving. Okay. I'm not switching to Python. Wow, that was the stupidest thing ever. Yeah, it is some smooth camera action. Now I can add did it get to minus 1%? What do you mean, what minus 1%? Oh, the tablet, yeah. Yeah, you know, what falls did it get to minus 1%? It's a great question. Okay. I need to delete those. Problem seems solved now. I don't have a reason to make a switch to Python. Well, then maybe Python is not such a good idea then. Yeah, clearly a language problem. It was definitely not my problem that I forgot to add the dynamic flag. Expected symbol. Camera written. Whoa. What's going on? Why did it break everything? Why not closure? Yeah, why not brainfuck? Magnitude can be 0, yeah. Added it now, fixed. But it doesn't move again. Why doesn't it move? I know why it doesn't move. I'm gonna have dx minus dt plus dt minus dt. Thousand dy times 1,000. No, I can't start at 1, 1 because that means if I don't press anything, it's gonna move. And I want it not to move when magnitude is 0. I want it to stop. I want it to move if it's non-zero, but stay in place if it's 0. Now it works. Okay, that seems to be working. So I'm gonna go against some water. So I'm gonna grab a 5-minute break. Oh, why is it red? I don't want it to be red. Whoa, yeah, that's better. So 5 minutes. I'm gonna be back. Yes, the point of the game is to move the camera around the checkerboard. You can see, moves around, very nice. Almost done, basically. No, but seriously though, game would be like a roguelike, where you control a creature which was created as an experiment in a lab deep in a basement, and well, something went wrong. You gained consciousness, self, whatever, and you want to escape. You want to escape the lab, but security and all the scientists don't want you to leave, so they're gonna be trying and stop you. Yes, that's exactly the point of the game. We're just seeing how much you can distract me from actually getting things done. But as you can see, you failed. I got things done. Sorry. Try harder next time. Vim setup. Mostly airline, top and bottom of it. Airline slightly modified by me to get those nice arrows inside of paths. Well, I think the point is that it was actually explained a few times. I should probably get the explanation below the stream so that I can send people there. I'm glad that you enjoy the fact that I'm failing to do any work. I'm really glad. Now I feel like I need to procrastinate for a few minutes. By the way, shameless plug, Jamming with Things, best subreddit ever. Go and check it out. It's seriously amazing. Why do I use Windows and not Linux? I flipped a coin and it stood on its edge, and that meant Windows. Heads was Linux, tails was macOS. What I actually wanted to check out though yeah, okay. Yeah, I am procrastinating. I didn't even consider FreeBSD. No. Sorry. Okay, player. Meister Java, thank you for the follow. FreeBSD if coin would fall on the ground. No, FreeBSD if coin stayed in the air and created a black hole. Yeah, self-body equals love physics new body. Inside the world, XY, dynamic, self-shape. Uh, 32 by 32. And this also needs the floor. That's in a second. Self floor joint. Self floor body, self body. Dear Mitch, thank you for the follow. Yeah, definitely, dynamic is not needed here. I mean, FreeBSD is probably not a good choice for a everyday use operating system, unless you're working in system development. Update. Okay. Get local point. Self of the X. XY 32 by 32. I should probably create the player. And number expected but no value. Do you do Ludlum? No, I don't. I don't have time for things like that, unfortunately. A few more months though, I'm done with my university. I'm done with my university stuff. I may start doing something. Okay, what do we get local point? Ah, I see. Okay. This way. Wait, camera should be at the same point? Definitely not where it should be. And I don't like that. Okay, I should add half the screen size, I guess. Yeah, that's been 00 top left corner. Except 00 is the world coordinates, not screen coordinates. And yeah, I should add half of the screen to that. Due to exactly the same, due to that thing. And I can't spell. Get with no, wait, this is wrong. Don't let see ya, green gum. Yeah, make sure I'll make sure that I don't do too much, because you know that would be bad if I wrote too much code. Oh my god, I just realized how many people we have in chat. Yeah. Again, thank you very much for coming. If you want, you can follow the channel, so you're gonna get notifications every time I go live. And the plan is to stream every weekend, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, for at least 2 hours. Yeah. But you have to be logged into Twitch to be able to do that. The player draw is correct. It's not. It's definitely not. And I'm gonna tell you why. Because the get x and get y I have here give me points, or give me the points of the center of mass of that body. Yeah, the problem is that the get x and get y are are the points of the center of mass of that body, and here I'm using them as the left top corner, which is wrong. Okay, Niels Vida, and I'm Deity, thank you for the follows. I'm Deity, weren't you following before? Looks like we weren't. Okay, thanks for the follows. So definitely that's wrong. I need to get the actual points, not the center. Second thing, the camera doesn't actually do anything. Yeah, I need function camera get local. That will get me the points. An Arkanoid clone. I was programming Arkanoid clone last week when I was trying to learn how to use LÖVE. Now I'm programming something else, and this is what I have so far. Basically moving the camera around a checkerboard. But this is going to be a roguelike. I will probably off stream add a description of what is the game I'm trying to program below the channel box, in the channel information box. Did I just make a semi-helpful comment? I take that back. Well, just make sure you distract me a bit more. means I don't get much done. How did the for loop work again? Okay. For x equal 300 productivity boost for 1 minute. Ilias00, hello. I was like, yeah, for 1 minute. Now make sure it doesn't work anymore. So we're gonna go from 0, the number of points, and jump by 2 every time. Yeah, this is where I'm gonna have to look a lot of stuff up because I don't know how LÖVE works. Okay. I equals self I plus 1 equals self body get local points of I plus 1. Return result. See you, lazy boy. Is it one based? Oh yeah, it is. Another helpful comment. I'm deity. Sorry. That's another boost. Another bug I would be looking for half an hour, and it just made me realize it's a bug right away. Sweet break from learning type theory. Yeah, I feel you. I feel you, Nitrixen. Which station are you listening to on Armadillo? There's more than one station. I don't think there's more than one station. All of those are just